Hey everybody, welcome to Neurodivergent Gaming. I'm your host, Tailgate Coolie Cat Meow, and you know what we got going on over here? High scores and low dopamine. Let's go!
Alright, this game is called Merge Gardens, and I haven't played in a while, so I think it's giving me some rewards since I haven't played in a while. Kind of like a welcome back. And apparently there was an event there that had ended, and they're telling us about the Harvest Collection. We got some stickers, or we need to get some stickers. And we got a panda sanctuary. So that's cool, I guess. And then it's always trying to sell me more space because I am always keeping my area full so that I can control. And that's where the panda sanctuary is, here where it says enter. But I'm always keeping my garden full so I can control when the animals do things and where they put things and everything. I don't like leaving extra space so that they can't just make their own decisions about what goes where. So in this game, you have all of these birds, and you can make bird houses for them to hang out in there. And there's some honey areas down here where I have my bees. You can design your island any way there, or garden, I mean. You can design your garden any way that you like. And sometimes I shift things all around, but this is kind of my layout right now. And you'll get this guy here. He's kind of like the trader. If I give him 4 acorns, then he'll give me 2 of the long-eared owl eggs. So we'll have to keep an eye out for acorns to give him. What I'm going to do right now is I'm going to sell this leaf so that I can get some of my floating things here, so I can get some of them down out of the sky. I'm going to make a merge of 3 here, even though I really prefer to merge 5 and not 3. And I could have done 5 because I have these 2 over here. I didn't see those. But I see these, and if I had one more little star, I could merge those for that size 3 one there. I'm going to sell this little tree here and get that glove. And with one more glove, I can make the next item. So sell that and get that glove. Now I can put these gloves all next to each other here. I'm going to go ahead and merge 3, even though, like I said, I like to wait and merge when I have more than 3 to merge. But it's kind of slow going here when I first get started again after I've been away for a little while, because I have to kind of get caught up, I guess, is what it is. I gotta get caught up with everything. So I'm just popping all of the floating little bubbles because they are the things that I've collected, those prizes and stuff that they gave me. So that's what I'm doing there, is just popping all these bubbles that I can. And I want to get this as well, but I don't really have anywhere to put it. I hope that gave it to me and didn't just make a thing. There we go. Okay. I was hoping. And we'll go ahead and collect that. These I don't really like, the telephone boxes, so I'll just go ahead and sell it. And I'm looking here to see how many of the chests that I have. That's 3 of those. And 2 of these little ones here, and just 1 of those medium-sized ones. I'm going to sell those pebbles and move our box over there so I can get our blue flowers next to each other. The thing that I really enjoy about this game is getting everything next to all of its little friends. So I can find places to match 5. I'm going to move this stuff over a little bit here, and then I'm going to see what we have going on there. Okay, none of those are ready yet. But I'm moving some things closer to their friends. I think the next thing that I want to do, this egg goes with that egg. The next thing that I want to do is, I have different little goals that I try to do, and I think I'm gonna, that's a fruit tree. I don't want a fruit tree, so I'll go ahead and sell that. I think the next thing that I'll do is try to, I really want to get these flowers handled because it's taking up quite a bit of room there. So I kind of want to do that. So I'm going to open these chests and just click those so that they kind of go away there. And I'm going to get rid of these leaves that these guys are bringing us. The thing about what I call the bird game, but the thing about the merge garden is that you can't make the birds stop. So sometimes the birds kind of go do their thing, and I'm like, I don't want you to go do your thing right now. I want to. Is that really all I got? Okay. Usually that chest has a lot more in it than that. Anyways, I don't want the birds to always go do their thing. Sometimes I want them to stop because they can kind of mess up what I'm trying to do, especially if I'm trying to like make something that requires taking up a little bit of room. Then they can mess that up by taking up room that I don't want them to. And we see here these little pink things flying around, and those will give us stuff. We need to click our little nectar bubbles, and those will turn into coins that we can open. See, we have a lot more to go there. So if I click this one, it's going to lose 3,732 of the nectar points. So I'm trying to find some of these smaller ones that I have so it won't lose as many. Then I can move these bigger ones that I have, or some of these eggs that I have, to a different location. And that way they are tucked out of the way there. And let's see, they gave me this basket. The birds harvested that from a tree, and I don't want it. I don't want those pebbles. And we can see now that some of those pink things have turned into these coin bubbles. And once we get 5 of something, we merge. And our little houses here that you saw me tap on that one to get the coins. When the coins are ready, here's another one down here. When the coins are ready, they kind of sit at the top of the house, and then when you click it, you collect those coins. I'm just selling a bunch of things that I don't want. I don't want a lot of the little things that it gives you for free because it takes up space that I don't want it taking up. And you see this swan here? He's harvesting that hill, and I don't want the thing that he got. But he's going to come put it over here and take up the room that I don't want him to take up. So I'm going to click on it, and I'm going to sell it. And sometimes what I do when the birds start getting a little out of control is I just kind of gather them off to the side, and maybe that will prevent them from doing their own thing. because wherever I put them, they're going to have to fly back to. See, he was on a mission. They're going to have to fly back somewhere to. I'm trying to click that guy. They're going to have to fly back somewhere to get into trouble. And I don't want you guys getting into trouble. You guys stay there and quit messing with things. So just kind of drag the birds off to the side somewhere. You guys stay out of trouble and quit getting things. I don't want y'all to get anything else. Y'all are taking up room on my little board here. They go and fetch things I don't want them to fetch. But I love this game, and when I refer to this game, I say that I'm taking care of my birds because I really like the birds. I think that's the best part of this game is the birds. There's a puzzle game that you play down here. You see over on the bottom right here where I have a little green triangle that says 689. Those are the puzzles, and I have 5 lives, and we can go play some of those puzzles in a minute. But first I want to get these coins so I can get them narrowed down a little bit. Over here, this berry tree that's glowing, it produces these berries right here, and they're cranberries. And I want to collect 5 of those and merge those together. That's one of my goals that I have. So I am kind of gathering those right there. Now over here, these they look like the pebbles, but they're white. The little pebbles that are gray, I don't like those. But these that are white, what they're going to do is they're going to create these, and we can merge those together to make the next step of them.
Don't forget to like and subscribe if you feel like it. That's the hit. Catch you next time. Bye.